So hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I am going to do a restoration of this 1970s Crompton Greaves High Breeze ceiling fan. So I have dismantled the fan and I have taken the fan to the repair person to replace both the bearings. So when I got this fan, the bearings were damaged. They were making a lot of grinding noises, and now the bearings are replaced with a 6202 HCH RS bearings, rubber seal bearings in the bottom cover, and 6203 HCH RS bearings over here the upper cover. So now let me just rotate the motor. So you can see there's no sound coming from the motor. And this is the down rod. The down rods, this bolt over here, sorry, the nut over here, it's not removing after hammering a lot. So I have to pour some kerosene oil and or maybe a WD-40 would make it okay. And you can see the canopies, they are not that good, but it's okay. And the shackle bolt and the rubber bush over here is unoriginal. The original one is missing. So those are the blades. So before doing the restoration, let me just fix everything back and show you the performance, the last performance of this fan before it's gonna get restored. Okay, last I have hanged the ceiling fan to the ceiling, so you can see. So this is my DIY or a Jugaad installation, you can see. And yes, the motor spin down time is very low because of new bearings, rubber seal bearings. So there will be a friction due to the seals which are airtight, etc. I think so. So I have connected the fan, you can see as a small pin. So I have taped around it just to prevent this wire to come out while running. So let me turn on the fan. Oh whoa, what a starting torque. I couldn't hear a single humming sound from the motor except the bearings. You can see, awesome, no humming sound. That's the reason why a 70s 18 pole high breeze motor is so powerful and long life. So let me turn off. So now let me install the blades and show you the performance. So at last I have installed the blades. You can see the blade angle is really high. And the motor is very smooth after replacing the bad bearings with new bearings. So now let's see the performance of this fan. So let me turn on. Whoa, what an airflow. This airflow is so satisfying. This fan could easily defeat the Crompton's high speed and the Silent Pro BLDC one. Whoa, the starting torque with the new bearings is really awesome. And the fan is not at all wobbling. Even though the one of the blades are bent upward, but still it's okay-ish. And I couldn't hear a single humming noise from the fan's motor, which means the windings are in a very good condition. And if the windings were in a bad condition, it would have made a loud humming noise. That's the power of the 18 pole motor of the Crompton Greaves High Breeze of the 1970s. Whoa, what an airflow. The airflow is so satisfying. Nothing better than a Crompton Greaves High Breeze, obviously. Let me show it from the other side. What an airflow. So now let me turn off the fan. That hook is little bit loose, that's the reason why it's making sound. So noise, there is no noise from the motor. You can see the spin down time is very low due to the new bearings, but it will be okay after running the fan for a long time. So now let me start the restoration of this Crompton Greaves High Breeze. So everything's removed. So before restoration, let me show you some things regarding the motor. So I have already said that the motor has been having a replaced ball bearing. So you can see the electrician had to punch the screwdriver on the side, and you can see there are holes. So you can see these holes are not closable because it's permanent. So I have to use a silicone paste to close these holes. You can see there one, then let me show you. I think there's only one, and like that. So I have to use the silicone. So, and second, you can see these are the, let me show you, sandpapers. I don't know the number, I just tired it from my old stock. I just forgot about it, so whatever might be. And here I'm using this Asian Paints apcolite premium enamel, white color. Yes, and here I'm using some spray paint. So I have used this spray paint for many things. I hope there will be enough paint to spray the shanks and the motor. I hope so. So let's start the restoration. Before that, let me just close these holes. Okay. So I have applied the silicone paste. You can see on the gap between the bottom and the upper cover. So now if I paint the motor, then there won't be any traces of the line between both these cover. You can see this line over here. So one thing, let me tell you, the thing is that when you are fitting the blades, you should use this spring washer, and let me tell you what's the thing. So you can see, so this is the maximum the screw can go inside, and if I turn to rotate, if I try to rotate, the screw is hitting the bottom cover. So that's the reason why it's like this. So if you put the blade, then the thickness of the shank will make it correct. This is the maximum point the screw can go inside. Yes. So the second thing is that I'm not removing the blade shanks, because once when I removed the shanks of the GEC gold line, the balancing of that fan gone out. So I'm not removing this shanks. I'm directly sandpapering on this the shanks, and will paint it. So before that, let me clean the blades. You can see it's full dust. I haven't cleaned the fan since a week after getting it. You can see. And let me show you one more thing. So this is the down rod and the canopy. So the problem I'm facing here is, let me show you. Let me just remove the lower canopy. So you can see this locking nut is so tight that even after hammering, it's not at all opening. So whatever might be, I'm not wasting time, so I'm going to paint like this without removing the canopies and the down rod. So like that. So now let me start cleaning the fan blades and the motor and start rubbing with the sandpaper. So like that. So I have cleaned the blades and the motor, and now what I have left to clean is the canopies and the down rod. So before that, let me tell you something. So this spray paint is pure white, and this Asian Paints apcolite is blazing white. So there is some difference between both the color. This is somewhat like pinkish white, and this is like an ordinary white. You can say I have tested it over here. So I will be using this Asian Paints apcolite instead of using this. So let me keep this aside, and now let me just start painting. So finally the first coat of the blades are now finished. So you can see the 3 blades. I have painted the blades with the Asian Paints apcolite blazing white, and here's the canopy in the down rod. I have spray painted it with pure white color. You can see it's looking really good. And let me show you the motor. And these are all the mess over here. And I have painted the upper part of the motor, you can see, with Asian Paints apcolite blazing white. And I have to paint the bottom tomorrow. My paint job isn't that good, but I hope it's okay for you guys. So that's all. It's late night now, so see you tomorrow and start painting the other side of the blades, and yes, the motor also. So guys, today is another day. So I have finished painting the motor with the white spray paint and blue acrylic color, you can see. So I turned on the fan and kept this brush over here, and while running it will correctly give the perfect ring on the motor, but nothing big. And you can see I have hammered on the shaft, and now you can see the bearings are little more smoother. I think the upper cover has tightly fitted. You can see it's very smooth now. Let me show you the blades. So you can see there are some insects stuck on the blades. I have painted the blades with the Asian Paints apcolite and the motor with the pure white spray paint. Now I have to paint the back side of the blades. So let me paint that and see you guys later. So at last the fan has been installed after the restoration, you can see. Also I have put a new Keltron 2.5 microfarad capacitor. So a great thanks to my YouTube friends Ordi Biswas and Prince David from Electrosmarts for telling many informations about this fan. So now without any delay, let me turn on the fan. Oh, what an airflow, satisfying airflow. No sounds from the bearings, and no humming sound from the motor stator. A whistling sound is coming from the blades. So let me turn off the fan. You can see the bearings are freed up and the spin down time is quite good. Long spin down time. There are some scratches after keeping the motor on the floor. I will clear it later. So I have painted blue on the canopies, you can see, and also the blade screws. So that's all for today. So I hope you guys like the restoration video of this fan. So don't forget to subscribe my channel, and thank you for watching.